Hello Crafty Llamas! Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a treble crochet. So, I have got my 5mm HiyaHiya crochet hook, my HiyaHiya unicorn scissors as ever, because who doesn't love unicorn scissors? And then I've just got some random yarn that I found in my stash that I'm going to be using. So to start off, you're going to need to start with a slip stitch or a slip knot. So if you've watched these videos before, I've shown you how to do it, but I'll show you here. So yarn over your fingers, kind of make a bit of an X, and then you can pull that through just like so. And then you've got yourself a slip knot like that. Pop that onto your hook. Now that's on your hook, you're going to want to chain. So we are going to chain 15 to begin with. And 15. So that is going to be my foundation chain. So because we're doing a treble crochet, or I have to say, this is US term treble crochet, which in the UK is a double treble crochet, which is a bit confusing, but it is what it is. So to start your first row, what you need to do is you need to do your first turning chain. So your turning chain for a treble crochet is a chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So the turning chain essentially gives you the height of the stitch. So for example, you can see there, where I've pulled up a little bit, is going to be the height of the stitch. That's your chain 3. So in the, you're going to be crocheting into the 4th hook from your, 4th chain from your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to do a double crochet, obviously you yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through again. With a treble crochet, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your yarn twice around your hook, like so. Then into the 4th stitch from your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, insert, yarn over, pull through, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again. And then that is your very first treble crochet, just like so. So you can see it's quite tall, and you always just pull through 2 of the loops on your hook when you're doing it. So wrap around twice, into the next stitch, yarn, so hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, just like so. And now you've got 2 just there, and then you've got your turning chain, which gives you the height at the beginning of your project. So obviously this is just a bit of a swatch that I'm doing for you now. So what you can do with these swatches is if you make kind of one of each different type of stitch, then it's really handy to keep them and kind of label them so that you can have a look to see what each stitch is, so that when it comes to, if you want to do like your own designs, or if you're trying to figure out how someone's made something and what stitch they've used, those are really handy, so you can have a look and say, oh okay, compare it to a swatch that you've made, so you can try and start differentiating between different stitches. And over time you will get a lot better at just kind of being able to tell the different stitches apart. So just keep going like this. So wrap around twice, yarn, so hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Just like so. So I'm just going to keep going until the end of my row, and I will join you back at the end. Right, so I've just got to the end of my first row of treble crochets. I'll just show you here. So if we pull it apart gently, you can see it's quite gappy, it's quite a tall stitch, so it's quite decorative, but wouldn't be the warmest, but would be handy for things like autumnal cardigans or spring cardigans and things like that. So the next thing you want to do is prepare for your second row. So you chain 3, and then in the second stitch you do your treble crochet. So wrap around twice, into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, just like so. So the next bit is you're just going to carry on all the way across. So wrap around twice into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through, just like so. And you just keep going. And that is your treble crochet. So that last stitch of your second row, it can be a little bit confusing as to where you're putting it, but you've got to pop it in the top of the chain 3. I always find the easiest way to figure out where you're going to pop it is to count how many stitches you've done, and then you know if you need to find somewhere else to put one. Over time you will kind of get used to seeing it and figuring out where that goes. So obviously here you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and then 15 at the end. So I've got the right number of stitches. So all is hunky-dory here. The other way, so obviously I've just gone across and counted the posts of the stitches. You can also count the V's at the top. They do the same thing. I generally find it a little bit easier to count the posts on these stitches. With things like single crochet, which are a lot tighter, I tend to count the V's. It just depends on how you prefer to do it. So at the end of the second row, once again, you've got to do your turning chain of 3. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn it, loop around twice, and then in the second chain, or in the second stitch, so if I bring this up a little bit closer, here you can see, here's where my chain starts. So it's not in that one, which is the first one, it's in the second one. There, I go in, like so, pull it through. There we go. Like that. And that is because we are counting the turning chain in this swatch as being part of your stitch count. And then you just carry on to the end. So I'm going to join you closer to the end of the swatch when I'm about to finish off, and I will show you how to finish your work and what it looks like once you have done all your stitches. Obviously if you need a little bit more time to figure out how it all works, just rewind and take a look, and this one took me a little while to kind of get my head around, so watch it as many times as you need, and yeah, I will see you at the end. So let's just compare these to my other swatches quickly. So first of all, I've got my single crochet, which is here. So we're going to be aiming for it to be about the same height and width. So width wise, it is a little bit longer, just a bit. So let's do it by width, do it that way instead. So I'm going to need probably about another 1 or 2 rows to go until it's about the same sort of size, and we'll just do the same here. Yeah, this is my double crochet, so you can see the double crochet is slightly gappy, but in comparison this one is a lot gappier. Here we go. So you can kind of, if I pull on that, slight gaps. With that I don't even need to pull it for you to kind of see the gaps. It's almost like a lacier crochet stitch, and this is my single crochet, which is incredibly thick. So just for comparison, so I'm going to do a couple more rows of treble crochet. So here I have my finished treble crochet swatch. So my hook is still attached. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the yarn, leave a tail. There we are. And then to finish off, you just yarn over and pull through, and that creates a nice little knot to keep all your work nice and secure and make sure nothing unravels. So this is your finished swatch. Ooh. Just like that. And so once again, we'll just have a quick look at it. So you can tell it's quite gappy. If I pull it a little bit, quite taut, you can see there. As I said, it's quite a decorative stitch. It's not as thick as some of the others, because it is a taller stitch, but that doesn't mean it hasn't got its uses. It's a really nice stitch, and it works up really, really quickly in comparison to the other ones, because obviously it's taller. Yeah, it just works up that little bit faster, which is nice. So the only other thing you've got to do is sew in your ends, and then that is your swatch. So that is how you do a treble crochet, or a UK double treble crochet. I don't know why they don't call it a quadruple crochet, but you know, numbers, people, each their own. That is everything for today, and I hope that you found it useful. and that it's nice and clear. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below the video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe and share. And don't forget, you can find us on social media by searching Crafty Llama UK, and the hook and the scissors that I've used today are both available from our Etsy shop, which you can find by searching Crafty Llama UK. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, bye!